We're live on Facebook.
Okay.
Welcome everyone to virtual pool party with Kavita Singh, and Jean Berry will join us in a second. And we have guests here already. As you see, you can hop on Zoom and join us live if you feel inspired to. You see in the chat, well, not the chat, the post that I made on Facebook, you see what this is all about. So I'm not going to talk too much about it. But basically, Kavita and I and Jean, we're all about play, about inner shine, empowerment, to really stand in your joy and do everything in your life and your soulpreneur business from that energy of joy. Savor the moments. And why? Because for so many reasons. So that things become light, so you can manifest your dreams, so you feel amazing in your heart, so you bring your pure, awesome self to the world from a joyful place of who you are. So you change the world just by being you. And that only happens if you're connected to your inner joy and power, right? So we're doing a lot of playful things. I'm super creative with a branding and design background, and now doing intuitive drawings, things like that, intuitive meditations, soulful coaching, a lot of it together with Kavita. Kavita, do you want to introduce you? Oh, she's spreading the word. I'm introducing you, and they're drilling in her house. So I'll talk for Kavita. So Kavita is an amazing inspiration, super powerful, soulful coach, and both of the ladies here on the call already experienced Kavita already as well. Her and I, we do so much together. I'm so grateful. Like, we literally help people shift in 10 minutes or less sometimes into a place of joy and release heaviness and things that are in your way, whether you're just at the beginning of your soulpreneur business dream or already making plenty of money, but it feels heavy. We really have a playful, magical access to shift these things and dissolve them so you can truly be who you are. So Kavita, I see you are opening up a little bit. It looks like you're able to say hi. Is that possible at this time? Otherwise, you can speak later, and I'll just keep going. Keep going. Okay. She's waving. All right. So what I'm going to do, I want to share a quick story and give welcome to all of you. Also, of course, if you're joining us live on Facebook, we will answer all the comments. Welcome, Anna. Welcome, Lynette, to be here live with us. So quick story about what happened today that I mentioned. And then actually, let me give you the quick framework, because I feel if you're like floating, you're like, I don't know why I should be here. So if you stay here, it's my intention that something awesome will happen for you, whether it's a small insight or a big access to, yes, I want more play in my life, or some little snippet that you'll carry with you that will change your life in an awesome way, or an easy inspired action step. So my intention for something awesome to happen from a place of ease. So now the story, I think enough talking. So this is what happened. Like today I was on a coaching call. Actually, Anna was there too, if I'm able to share that. It was a very empowering, soulful, intuitive up-level class. And the funny thing is, and Kavita, you'll have to jump in at some point, but it's so funny because she can't talk right now. So we had this thing where she was connecting us to a higher activation, right? Like to higher connection to your intuition and getting soul guidance from higher ascended masters. So that was on the plate for today to play with. And little did you know that today would be the day where people drill in her house. And so we were supposed to start, and there was this big noise, and we were so laughing. We were so laughing because here's this dichotomy, right? We're supposed to meditate, and we could totally take that story of, no, this is not possible. This is totally, crazy. You can't. But we were laughing so hard, and we embraced it. We embraced the difficulty. We embraced that, like, we just didn't buy the story. And we're just like, oh my gosh, we're doing it anyway. This is so funny, right? And we did. And you know what? We stayed in that light energy of play. And of just, I was crying, laughing so hard because it was so funny in so many ways. It's like, oh, anyway, there's so many metaphors in that. So, but what happened is that it just stopped. It stopped. And we had the most amazing experience. So I wanted to share that story as a metaphor that a lot of times in our lives, especially as you grow your dream business, you're really leaning into bravery, right? A lot of things can go wrong or not work, not function. So stepping into that energy of play and just giving it a hug and embracing it and seeing it from a place of humor or, lightness, that can literally shift the universe. And why is, Kavita, you can talk now. I see you unmuted.
Yeah.
I want to keep talking, please.
I just took
so hard.
Because when you were telling the story and you said, and it stopped, it actually stopped again. So, right? Power of words. Yeah, of course. So welcome, Chandra. I see your live. Thank you for being there. And I'm not sure who the other person is. Please say hello so we can give you a shout out. And we're so happy to be here. And Lynette and Anna, thank you as well. It's such a blessing to have you guys. So this space, as Astrid is sharing, is the intention that by being here in this collective energy, you have that amazing shift in your life. Something new will unfold that you didn't know that was an opportunity for you, or you have that miracle in your life. That's another thing that can happen. And of course, she's also doing this platform because she fully believes in the energy of play, where, once you can have that lightness in your business, it's just easy to move forward. It creates some momentum, and you realize that you don't have to. It becomes a choice, right? You get to do these things. So it's pretty beautiful. And these calls are also in tune with a retreat that Astrid wants to do. And so I'm calling you out right now, Astrid. She's going to share some more details on that. And so she has this fun retreat of being called Rush No More. So go ahead, Astrid, and share about that. And then we can jump right into the fun and play.
Yes, let me just give a quick synopsis. So it's one of my big dreams this year to start doing retreats or participating in retreats online, but also in person, and travel and create bigger experiences for myself with others. And I was talking to one of the coaches I work with for myself, Jen August, and she had this really cool, intuitive, playful inspiration. Why don't you just take a map and close your eyes and put your finger somewhere where you don't know and see what that location, what that will feel like. What kind of retreat inspiration do you get from that place? So I did that. And, there's a phone, but I trust that you can hear. Okay. I landed on Mount Rushmore. Right? So like just slightly on the left, but like it was like this big picture of Mount Rushmore. I'm like, what does it inspire me to? And I'm like, of course, rush no more, because that is exactly what really changed my life. Once I found my spiritual connection and really started embracing the playfulness and asking, how can everything be easy? Like Kavita helped me a lot with that last year in coaching for me, like releasing all those things that we believe we have to work hard, we have to hustle, shitting on yourself, all that stuff. I released so much. And the more I released and the more I stepped into playing and going outside and whatever my intuition told me, the more lighter things became and the bigger things started to happen. It makes no rational sense, like at first glance, although we can explain everything because it's energy, right? If you stand in that positive energy, you draw that to you. And if you're in that crap energy, we all know that that's contagious, right? If somebody even shows up like that, like, who wants to even connect with that? You're like, right? So Yeah, so that's the story. So that if you're interested in that, like hearing more, we're starting that as an online playground. The first step in is free, and then there will be a play bigger level. So if you're interested, just say yes, yes, retreat, please, and we'll add you to that Facebook group. And that's it for now. We reveal more, and we just keep mentioning as things unfold. So that's it for that. So I want to start playing with a quick inspiration where you all get something to play with right now. And then I want to, because we have live guests with us, that we want to open hot. Thank you, Anna. She said awesome. We have live guests with us who are ready to play big. And so we want to do hot seats. And we want to play with you where you can say whatever feels heavy in your life. Pick just the, even if you're in a good space, pick the one magic wand wish of what you would like to feel better about, whether it's in your business or something else that feels heavy. And then Kavita and I can play with you to shift into the lightness as well. Because you will experience Kavita's super coaching superpowers and my intuitive, playful approach. And together you get a love shower of fun and ease. So, yay! So, okay. Let me quickly start with Jean's awesome game, and I trust she's in a space where she just can't be with us, but we're talking to her in spirit, and Lynette says, come me in for the retreat. Yes,
Awesome.
I love it. So Jean Berry, you don't see her in person right now, and that's okay. She designed this awesome game, Angels, Peacocks, and Butterflies, and she also calls it the 100 Days of Miracles game. And it literally creates miracles because it helps you access your intuition, which is that place of creativity and playfulness and best ideas that are really aligned with who you are, actually helping you do what you love to do, right? From a place of fun. So we're going to play this game. And if anybody wants to buy that game, I have it. So you can message me for that too. I'm just going to do it quickly with you so you get a taste with it. And then you jump in the hot seat. So here's the thing. I'm going to do it a little differently today because I love to shake things up and keep things fresh. So there's this is funny. Where is it? It doesn't want to be seen right now. There's a card, right, which I'm not supposed to use today, apparently, where you pull 3 cards and then you write in what you pull, and that creates an incomplete sentence. So today I felt inspired for one of those slots, to just put my finger in a book and see what shows up. So I just got this book yesterday, Modern Witchcraft Spell Book, because I love sparkly magical stuff, and it's really sweet and awesome, all about manifesting from a creative, sparkly sort of view. So I landed, and here it is. I landed on a really perfect paragraph. So I'm just going to read you that last bit here. You may be saying things to yourself such as, I will never allow anyone to get that close to me again, or no one will ever get the chance to hurt me like that again. So it's talking about the heart chakra. And it says to open this chakra, meditate and imagine spiraling green light all around your heart, sending forth love and receiving love as well. And that's funny. It's like, Lynette, I pulled a card for you earlier about receiving. And the thing that happened is about the topic receiving and just being Zen and all that good stuff. So I felt inspired to insert inspiration from here into this card. And I inserted heart love and receiving love as a statement. So now I'm going to pull 2 cards, and then I'm going to read it to you all, and you can listen within what comes to you to complete the sentence. So here is the first card, will be the angel card. These are these beautiful cards from Jean that she designed. She's an amazing artist as well. Soulful play coach of awesome helping impactpreneurs fly, as a quick side introduction. Oh my gosh. Okay, first card. Let's see. This one is falling out right here. Understanding. Beautiful. Okay, understanding, and then I need one more card, the peacock card. And these are the peacock cards right here. So shuffle one of those. Kavita, you want to say stop when the top card shows up?
Sure. Stop.
All right. This is the top card. Learning. Whoa, this is a deep one today. That's cool. Okay, so now just close your eyes and just listen, and then just see what impression, what visual, what word, or what thought comes to you, or you may feel it in the body as you just listen and absorb. And don't judge, because it doesn't have to make sense. Just see what shows up. Deep breath in. All right. So the sentence is, I am understanding in my heart love and receiving love. Therefore, I am learning. And now just see what shows up for you. And as you notice what shows up, for those of you who are on Facebook Live, I would love to hear what shows up for you. You can just type it in. For those of you here who are live, who wants to share? Lynette, you're unmuted. If you want to go first, feel free, but anybody can raise your hand.
I just feel that at this point, what I'm really realizing is to really listen from all of that when you're feeling it, and then trust in that and go with that, as instead of pushing it aside, grab it and go with it and walk with it. Nice. That's what I'm feeling in all that I'm learning lately.
So I love it. So your word is trust, right?
Trust.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Nice. Beautiful. Anna, you want to share something?
What I got is that sometimes I think I'm a bit harsh with my kids. Like they're testing their boundaries so much, and sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm like, yeah, yeah, I'm a bit harsh sometimes.
So what came to you as what are you learning then? Or therefore I am, what was?
I feel what Anna is
compassion.
Getting. Yeah.
That's what I thought too. I wanted her to say it. I know what she's saying, but it's more powerful if you say it for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful. And awesome. I love that. I actually got the very same word. It was like compassion. And that's actually tied to the work we both did this morning with Kavita, which is amazing.
Thank you.
Kavita, what did you get?
I got two words. I got power and truth. When you understand the heart, you're able to understand your power, and you're able to speak your truth from that space. And it's, a lot of us symbolize the heart as a place of weakness. It's actually not. It's like the center of the energy part of you, right? So it's actually a very powerful force. And once the heart and the mind is aligned, then you're unstoppable. Right? So the understanding, I feel that word is for the mind, and the learning is the human condition where we accept our heart and the power of giving and receiving. And so when everything is in alignment, it's such a beautiful way of like showing up. You're just being present, and things come to you, and you can naturally give, and there is no depletion in the process. So that's what I got. Yeah,
and
that is so deep. Go ahead.
And it's so to the point, because the word depletion, the reason why I'm sometimes harsh is that I sometimes feel that they're taking and taking, and sometimes I'm like, well, like, when they tell me they're sick, and I'm like, really? Because it feels like they're pushing the boundaries. I'm like, you can go to school. And then it's like, no, they were really sick. That it's that kind of situation, where I'm, So it, to the point.
I'm so glad you got that.
Yeah.
What were you getting, Astrid?
I just wanted to give her an air hug. I know we got this, but I wanted to send her compassion, actually. Yeah. So normally this game has like additional play spots here where you can like tap it to energy again and then ask yourself from this space, what is my easy next inspired action step for today? But I'm going to leave that open for now. We're not going to go further because I want to open it up to hot seats where you can play bigger for yourself, whatever that means to you at the time. So the question to whoever wants to go first is make a magic wand wish. Pick something that feels heavy or just not as light as you like, not as playful as you like in your life. And it can be like a task or feeling or particular challenge. And then just share that with us and then we'll play and we'll set the intention, shall we say like 10 minutes or so, that something magical shifts in that time and we'll just see what shows up in a playful way. Yeah. Does any of you, Anna or Lynette, already have some? Oh, and by the way, if for anybody watching this now, if you would like a chance for that, maybe we can set the intention that we have time for one more hot seat person. We can see. If you're totally ready to play full out and you want to experience that, just hop on the Zoom link that we have in the Facebook live stream. And then you may get the experience as well. You'll get something for sure. I'll make sure you get something. All right. Who wants to go first? Magic wand wish challenge chair. Lynette, you look like you're ready to rumble.
I am trying. Oh, my magic wand wish. Just to really embrace where I'm going. I sometimes hesitate. You start to hesitate even when you're feeling all this. Like I shared with you some things that happened, just, I unwrapped this little thing I had bought back in December and I looked at that and I went, wow, I bought this before I ever even thought of getting a house. And then in my chatter in my mind today, as I drove and did my errands this morning before this, that voice will try to say to you and make you question if that was really true. Can you really manifest that? You have to learn that trust is the hardest thing to stop all the other things, So I want to wave my wand and stop that little voice of doubt.
Nice.
That's it. Yeah.
That's amazing. Awesome. So how do you feel around that topic on a scale of 1 to 10 right now that this is already happening? 10 being like, you totally got this, and then you wouldn't say that question. And 1, you have nothing, and you feel terrible. What's your number?
No, I think right now I'm kind of in the middle. I'm on the fence. It's so amazing, everything that I see. And you try to express that to somebody else or tell somebody else. I want them to see that in me every day. You know what I mean? I want to exude that so they never question it. I know people in my life believe in me and see me and they know I can do these things, but sometimes I doubt my own self, So,
yeah. So I hear on the fence, is it a 5 then? Or
I think so, in the 5. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Kavita's already like, woo!
I love it. Lynette, from what I know of you, you have been such a giving person. You go all in and you do whatever it takes, and you're super generous, right? And it's easy for you to show up that way. And so as you're being guided to go to the next level and the next level of in your personal life, in your business, in where you're reaching for in the growth of your company and all these things, it feels as if when you're in that joy and excitement and that unknown space and you're like, oh, there is an opportunity, let me see what it says, let me open the door, let me answer the phone, let me answer to the email, and you don't really know what is the outcome is, but you feel into the energy of the excitement. It's pretty powerful. But when the details come up and it becomes concrete, or it's nearing to that completion stage to make it, something practical in your life, I feel the doubt comes from part of you going like, is this so, like, is it too good to be true? That kind of feeling comes up. Like, do I deserve this? There's so many people, and you do get into a space of gratitude, but there's that moment when you're like, oh, wow, I'm getting to receive this thing. And you have a little gap between the, oh, of course, thank you, like the easy receiving that way. And to be like, oh, wait a minute, do I really deserve this? And then you have to kind of work your way into gratitude and say, thank you, this is such a blessing. And then you're able to expand.
For sure.
So for that little part of you that happens, that's where the doubt creeps in. And I see that this is easy for you, where you can just be into a space of, yes, of course, I step into that, I receive it, and then what's the next thing? You give gratitude, and then you just naturally go into the next thing. Because if you don't, that you're giving, and you stop yourself in time and space, the doubt starts to arise from your old programming. That's what it feels.
Gosh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I love that the receiving showed up, because I pulled a card for Lynette before. So what I hear, I just want to recap that briefly, like from the outside, like the receiving part, that you actually stop to receive, and then just move forward from there, to not get hung up in the middle there. So wow, that is so cool. And for some reason, that booklet, okay, here it is. I'll send you a picture later. You got the inspiration already. I love that the repetition is showing up for you. So I did a quick intuitive drawing that I still want to share, even though it seems like so clear. But so this is what showed up. And I pulled from things in a bag, sometimes stickers like this, sometimes like items, mostly colors. So the colors all have meanings for me that I meditated on beforehand. Blue is thinking color, the thinking mind. And then let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, this color here is gold, represents gold, and that stands for total abundance. That shows here. So, and then we have a star right here, and there's nothing on the back. So sometimes it's relevant to have something on the back. So, okay, so what I'm getting from this is pretty much like what Kavita was talking about. Kavita, do you want to actually do the reading? Because I feel like the way you said it is so perfect. Like something happens, right? A big boom, like a miracle, a gift. That's okay. I'm going to say it, and then you can whatever compliment. So big boom happens, and if you stay in your thinking mind, it kind of fizzles out, and you lose your momentum, right? Here, this this sticker says beach bum, and it's a star. So it's if you, gosh, I'm losing the train of thought, but I feel it's totally saying what you were talking about. Kavita, can you pick it up?
Yeah, I love it. So it's in a way this is your own resistance, where your energy drops, and it's even though you're living the magic, right? You have all these things to be grateful for. You're in the flow of it all. Your energy dips, and so it happens. Yes, it happens when you process too much in your mind. So it's receiving, coming from a place of gratitude, blessing all the things. I know you already do that, but rather than that, because maybe you might have had a story in your childhood where you weren't receiving this easily, or things were hard for you, and your needs and desires weren't honored and met at that time. So this is this part of you that's bringing up the doubt, and you're like, no, you can assure that inner child of yours, it's okay, we get to have it now, we get to have this experience, we get to be thankful, we get to multiply these blessings and share it with everybody else in our lives. It's a choice, and we get to do it over and over again. Every day is an opportunity to just expand that energy, because you're such a blessing for all these people in your life, especially your employees.
Yes, I see that. Thank you.
So you have the abundance foundation all the time anyway. You have the big miracles here. But if you get into your thinking mind, you turn into a beach bum and nothing happens.
So true. Okay.
I love that beach bum showed up for the virtual pool party. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. How do you feel around that topic now? If you're on a scale of 1 to 10, do you feel something shifted? And total disclosure, honesty, it doesn't matter if you didn't have to be nice or anything.
No, I do. Especially You can't see me close up, but huge tears in my eyes, especially when Kavita said from my past. And there's been a lot of that's coming up lately in all that I do. And things that happened is, yes, for sure it's from that. I know now that's what it is. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Very much. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to like voice any number of how you're feeling with it? Like you're in the middle of
I know that I'm in the middle of processing, but I know now it won't go any farther down. It'll only go up from here. So, yeah. Yeah.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Thanks for sharing, Lynette.
For sure.
Okay. I see that Allison joined us. I'm so excited. Allison, welcome. And Anna will be up in the next hot seat spot if you are ready. Let's give Kavita just a short second to come back so she can catch. She said she'll be right back. Okay. To grab something. So taking a moment at this moment, like to all of you who watch the replay or the live on Facebook, if you have anything heavy show up in your life right now that you would love to wave a magic wand, wish, especially, it doesn't really have to be for your soulpreneur business, but it can also be from your personal life, because that can actually affect us just as much, because we are the drivers of our dream, right? So post it in, if you like to share, post it out, and even just posting it, that can already bring you healing, because when we speak what is on our heart, that already gives it awareness, and just giving it like, you know, I'm looking at you, I got you, yes. Who are you? Even that is already, can be magical, because a lot of times, we talked earlier with Kavita and other trainings, like we're like, fear, when we get fear or something feels heavy, we have the tendency to just like, I don't want to get hurt again, right? And like, I just look away. But when we do that, it grows. So take a moment to just like give your biggest challenge at the moment a hug from the heart. It's like, I see you. And feel free to post it if you want, and we can address comments later as well. So I just invited everybody to post on Facebook as well, and to just look at whatever challenge they have and give it a virtual hug for the moment. It's like, I see you. Because that already can heal. Awesome. So you're back, and Anna is up next. So I'm going to actually set a timer, because I'm just so curious, like how I love to play with time, and I feel like we had 10 minutes or less for Lynette, and something amazing showed up. So I'm going to set my Quacker timer. If I find it, but yes, here it is. All right. So set it for 10 minutes. And we will keep talking if it takes a little longer. So, but it's just for awareness. Here's my playful children timer. Anna, what's your magic wand wish? What's the thing that shows up for you that you would love to feel lighter and more fun around?
I'm on the brink of a big shift, and what's really, really like annoying me, there's a part of me that wants to just go out and offer and be of service and do all that stuff that I know that I can do. But there's a part of me that's like, oh, what would you offer? And how would you offer? And who would you offer it to? And da-da-da-da-da. So I'm really, I would love to create offers and feel and offer the stuff, you know, with ease and lightness. That's what I feel. I don't want to hold myself back anymore. I'm like, I want to shift through this. I'm so tired of me holding myself back anymore. Like, I don't want that. Let me just get the ball rolling.
I love it. That's awesome, Anna. It's awesome. So since I feel the story that you're talking about is an old story. It's not necessarily fully true. Go ahead, Astrid.
Yeah, me too. Before you get rolling, I just want to ask her. So I heard free to fly is your magic wand wish. You want to feel free to just go out there and do your thing. But what number would you give it? Like how you really feel around that right now? Because I've seen you grow and step out of that already. So what's the heart number that shows up? How much is this happening already?
Do you mean in how much of a problem I have with it? Like how heavy it feels?
So how much is this already, this freedom to fly and just being fully out there and embracing it? That would be 10. And like you have no obstacle. And 1 is like, I don't want to move. Where are you on that scale?
6 feels good.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right, cool.
All right.
Now you can talk of each other.
Right. I know. Astrid loves to catch the numbers part. So what it feels like is that you know that record has been playing. You know that you've shifted. You know all these things are happening, and you're at this space where you're about to make that change. Tell us one thing that is yummy for you, since that's your signature word, and how. Tell us what you would love to give people as an experience, as part of your yumminess. What is it that lights you up and you want to share with the world?
It's about increasing their awareness, I think. It's like being more aware of things so that they can make better choices for themselves. Like they can consciously choose a better feeling thought, choose a better, how should I say, better action. Like there's judgment in that, but things that makes them feel better.
Right. So that's the process. That's one of the processes that you use. But what is the thing that you want them to experience?
Of course, I want them to experience like the good, yummy feelings and the freedom that I myself want to have also.
Yeah. But you're already having freedom in so many ways already in your life compared to a year ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? So what I'm hearing from you is your mind is saying, well, I've got to be 100% free in all areas before I can show this to others. Right? Yeah. If not, I'm being a fraud.
Yeah.
Right? And that's not true, because somebody might be, a millionaire, but they don't have that experience in love. There might be feeling poverty in love, right? We don't always fill all our capacities at the same time. And sometimes we have some cylinders that are running in full force, and then at some point those cylinders get empty so we've had it all and then we lost it. So we have a riches to rags kind of story, right? But it is part of the cycle, just like the tide. It goes in and out. And if you can remember the analogy of the tide, then there is no wrongness if the tide is in or out. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So what can you offer now? Like if you pick a category in your life that it feels amazing for you and you would love to help others shift into that feeling, and what would that category be? Because you're so awesome and amazing at what you do, you can do any category. What does that feel like?
My heart goes into the
what is yummy for you right now? What is the category?
It's when I can support someone into see the bigger version of themselves, like the more potential that they have, that they have their limiting beliefs, and I can support them in seeing something more. That's when I'm like, oh. Yes,
go ahead, Astrid. Go ahead.
I get a super crazy inspiration for you. So we happen to know that you do work with, you teach classes, fitness classes. I don't know anything about your methodology, but I see your body language. Whenever you talk about that feeling, I'm like, there is something magical around that. Like you can play with that, being in that space and using that body language. And the inspiration that just came to me is like, what if you teach a class that is kind of using that as fitness moves? As like, creating the energy by expressing your body, and fuse that and ask yourself, how can you play with that, with those body movements? Does that give you something? And I can give you an example. Because I was just in the, hold on, I'll give it to you in a second. I was, yes, you're bursting too. So I was just in a play, Mary Poppins, and one of the roles I played there was Queen Victoria. And we warmed up and got into the role to really feel the character. And others were stretching for dancing, and I was doing this, and I'm like, I'm doing queen yoga. I'm doing queen yoga. Hi. So you can play with that. Does that inspire you to something?
Yes, because I was teaching a class with 5 women yesterday, and we were talking. I talked last week about body language, and we like brought it back into our awareness. So yes.
What? Okay. So you already have everything. You already have everything to.
Yeah.
Right.
So what I'm hearing, you guys, and this is before. This is as you jumped into it, Astrid. I heard about feel beautiful. That's what I heard as my phrase. So your classes is helping, men and women in their souls. How do they feel beautiful, like from the inside out? So it includes fitness, feeling like body image. You're solving everybody's body image issues because you're an awesome trainer, fitness trainer, and you do the health thing and the coaching, and you have all the tools for the wellness things. And then you also help with you do intention and all the things. So you help with the mindset behind that and how to get into that place of expanding. You're always about expanding and the yummy life, right? So you can launch a program called Feel Beautiful, and you can take it in any direction you want to based on what your clients need at the moment.
I love that. That feels so good. That's like integrating everything that I love, everything that I'm good at into one package. And then like my mind goes into, I can do it in pieces, and I can,
It doesn't matter if it is in pieces. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you just start to play. First step on the playboard.
Yeah. Oh, this is fun. Wow.
Mm-hmm. So I heard different names, but you can play with this. Feel beautiful. Inside out yumminess.
Yeah.
Inside out fly class. I don't know. You can play with it, Yeah.
Yeah.
And I I feel you're complete, but I had one one card that I want to show. Like, so I pulled from amusement park cards that I have, like vintage ones, and two showed up, but like I'm not sure what to do with the second one. But the first one is so freaking awesome. So there are bright signs in the crystal ball. I'd say yes. Yeah, I think that's it. That's answer to your question. It says so.
It's saying yes to yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you feel complete with that? Like you have? Oh, there's 10 minutes. How are you feeling?
Oh, really good. This feels like with lightness and yumminess. I'm like, this feels exciting. This feels really good. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Number. Can you give us a number, 1 to 10? Like what number does it feel like?
The only reason why I'm not saying a 9 is because it's a little bit scary. Because now I'm like, all right, now I have to do it.
Yeah, we see you. It doesn't matter what number you give us.
I'm gonna be bold and say 9.
That's really good.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I'm excited. So thank you for playing with us, both Lynette and Anna. And I think we're about 30 minutes in, something like that. And Allison messaged, you joined us live. Thank you for joining us. She messaged that she's sick, so she just wanted to benefit of being on and watching. And so we appreciate you being with us. Sending you love, feeling better. And I love that you showed up and just asked to be present, because that is actually a great role modeling that can often also give us healing. To just show up, that can be a lot enough a lot of times, right? So Yeah. So, okay. So I'm sending much love to all of you. But before we go, I feel we need to like do something like tell the viewers like where can they play more? What the heck do we do when we don't do pool parties? So I want to briefly say something. So it's like Kavita and I, for example, we do coaching. If you're like an impactpreneur or just starting the business and you want to play bigger from a place of ease and just move forward so you get the abundance and the clients and you do what you love, we help you shift into that space. And as you see, it can be playful and easy, right? So if you want to hear more about that, message us and we can figure out what will align for you, because we have several things. That's one thing that we do, the premium one-on-one playground with Kavita and me and you. And the other thing that we just started doing that we totally love, like we dream of making an impact in the world, of bringing this to the world in a bigger way. And we just had the awesome opportunity to play in a big coaching program. Lynette happened to be there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just going to say the name. It doesn't matter. But like we were in Bill Barron's coaching program, which I'm participating in as well as a client. But Kavita and I were able to come in as guest coaches and do a surprise session. And we had so much fun doing that. We had 4 hot seats, 3 immediate shifts, and one also got something awesome. We got about 10 awesome testimonials, and everybody really felt it gave them a lot. So if you are an impactpreneur who has a program that feels heavy somehow, people aren't flowing, or it feels heavy for you, you can use more fun for your people or for yourself in any area of your program or your business. We would love to hear from you. And if you know somebody like that, we would love to get introduced. This is our jam. We love to do that. So that's all I'm saying. Like message us, basically connect with us, and we can see from there what aligns. Kavita, did you want to say anything else?
Oh, I'm absolutely loving the playground. See you guys. I mean, there's a reason why you're attracted to this. So on that part, you know, you're already getting a lot of energy just being present, looking at the video. But if there's something more that you want to reach for and you want to amplify in your life, then it's a great place to reach out to us. You can catch us on the Facebook tags. Or if you're commenting as well and you want us to see something, please feel free to tag us, because sometimes there's so much happening. A tag really helps so we can reach out to you faster. Yeah.
Yes. Because, we get quite a bunch of messages everywhere, and I do not see emails very well. So if I don't respond right away, please hunt me down. It's not personal, okay? So we're here to serve and play big with you if you feel the call. And that's all I'll say. And we'll send much love to your next pool party next Friday. Next time with Jean again to see her actual pool again. Until then, play big, keep following your heart, and be gentle, and give yourself a hug too for where you already are, because a lot of times we forget that. Right. Awesome. Much love to everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you all so much for showing up.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.